friends bad too. You got the swag, saucy.
Hey guys, welcome
You
to
a
my
bad
channel.
girl,
So today
and
I'm going
friends
to be
bad
doing a
too.
video on my everyday kind of makeup that I've been doing to go to lectures for university. So I know for some people it's kind of late, like back to school or back to whatever, college, university videos, but in UK, like schools start really late because our summers start later. So and if you're a university student, you go back even later, and because I'm a second year student, I go back, I literally went back on Monday, well, Wednesday really. So yeah, but I just thought I'd show you guys what I've been like wearing to go to lectures and stuff like that. So if you'd like to see how I achieve this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm just going to get started with my makeup. So I'm gonna kind of like basically tell you guys how my week has been, because I really just want somewhere to where I can just like rant, sort of, kind of. And since I am doing like an everyday makeup for what I do for uni, I might as well just tell you how my week went. So but firstly, I'm just using the Smashbox Photo Finish Pore Minimizing Primer. My throat is really hurting. Oh my god, I think I'm getting sick, but I'm just applying it on my T-zone. Okay, so basically I got my timetable, and when I saw it I was like, oh yeah, this is really good. I don't really have that much lectures, which is great because that means I can like focus on like studying and I have like spare time. So I was like, okay, I was super happy. It was just like the best time ever. But yeah, and then so I was like, it's a fine. I didn't have lectures until Wednesday, so I was like, okay, I've got Monday, Tuesday free, so I can like prepare myself and get my mind ready, get myself back into like the education mode. And then I get a call, and then someone's like, Lizzie, we have lectures. And I'm like, no, we don't. We don't have lectures. Like, I checked my timetable. We don't have lectures. And she was like, yeah. And then she showed me like a screenshot of her lectures, and I was like, what? This doesn't make no sense. We're all meant to have the same lectures. And then like other people from the course were like sending me their timetables, and like everyone had different lectures, and it was just super confusing. And then I was like, oh my gosh. So basically I've missed my first lecture, and I was just so upset. And then I was like, okay, then I'm going to hopefully go to my next lecture. And then the next day, one of my friends, she like called oh, I didn't tell you, I study psychology, by the way. So it's a Bachelor of Science degree in psychology. Yeah, so one of my friends, she called like the course, I don't know, like the person who's in charge, and was like, you know, the timetables are messed up. I'm just setting my lid with the L'Oreal True Match. Yeah, so she said, oh, the timetables are messed up. And then basically they were saying that everybody's personal timetable is not correct, so you have to access it a different way. So I was like, okay then. So when I saw the timetable, I was like, oh my gosh, I have so many lectures. I'm like, how am I going to do this? And then one other day I was going to have basically a lecture from like 2 to 7, and I was like, how am I even going to survive? Like, I'm the sort of person that the first hour I'm like, okay, and then after the hour I'm like, I'm done, like I'm over it. I don't even know where I am, what I'm doing. It's just too much for me. So I was super upset about it. And then I was like, okay, just gonna have to deal with it. And then I was supposed to have a lecture on Tuesday, and then I get another call, and someone was like, Lizzie, we've got lectures. And I'm like, no, we don't have lectures. We don't have lectures. Like, I've checked my timetable, we don't have lectures. So therefore I missed 2 lectures on Monday and Tuesday. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've already missed 2 lectures, so now I have to catch up. And then when I went to look at the lecture notes, I was like, this stuff doesn't even make any sense. And it was just really disorganized how everybody's timetables was just messed up. So I'm taking the L'Oreal True Match foundation, as well as the Stila Stay All Day foundation. I'm just going to mix them too. Yeah, so I was just like, just really frustrated how I was missing lectures. No one knew what they were doing. And then my Asda order came. So those of you who are like from the US, Asda is basically Walmart. So I usually do it online, and they just deliver it to my house. So then it came, so I was like, okay, I've got my food now. And then the delivery guy goes, oh, your total is £132. And I was like, I did not spend £132 on food. Like, I even said to him, I was like, does this look like £132 worth of food? And then they must have like double scanned it or something like that. And I was like, oh my god, my day is just going from bad to worse. First I miss lectures, and then I'm getting charged double for my food. And I was just like a hot mess, and everyone was just all disorganized. And then I ended up having the correct lecture, like the correct timetable, and I saw it and I was like, oh, I don't really like it. I just don't like how I have a really long lecture from was it 2 to 7? But I was like, okay, I'm ready for this. I was obviously upset, but I was like, I'm gonna just deal with it. It is what it is. And then after that, from the lecture from 2 to 4, one of the girls was like, oh no, we don't have that 3-hour lecture after. And I was like, why is everything so messed up? Like, everyone's just disorganized, everyone is confused, like no one knows what they're doing. And I was like, oh my gosh, I was like praying to God. I was like, if I didn't have this 3-hour lecture, I'm gonna go home and praise you. Like, I really don't want this 3-hour lecture, because I just like, I just don't have to deal with it. It's just so long, and I feel like when the lecture's really long, you can't really focus, because honestly, like the first hour you're okay, then after that you're just like in another zone, and by the end of it I'm just like, I'm over it, I'm done. So I was like, oh my gosh, okay, I probably don't have it. So we said, oh, let's go check. So we went to that lecture, and then we realised I didn't notice any faces. Like, we didn't recognise any faces. Like, this is odd. And then we saw the actual lecturer coming in, and we basically explained to him our situation, how our timetables were mixed up. And basically we were just asked whether we had this lecture, and he was like, oh, did you do clinical psychology for first year? And then we were like, yes. And then he said, oh, okay, so you don't have this lecture. I just wanted to go home and cry. That was the best news I've ever heard. Like, oh my god. I mean, he wasn't a bad lecturer, but that 3 hours, I used to be like, people would ask me at the end, like, Lizzie, you're right, because I couldn't even like function after that lecture. So I was super happy, and I was like, yes, I don't have a 3-hour lecture, I don't have to sit there and be confused. So yeah, so my week started off kind of bad, and then it kind of just got better in the end. I'm just using the TheBalm concealer from theBalm. Yeah, so I was super happy that I didn't have a 3-hour lecture, and my lecture ended up only being from 2 to 4, which isn't that bad, and it was actually quite a good lecture actually, because I prepared for it beforehand. But yeah, I'm super happy now. But when I think of the whole scheme of things, I'm like so thankful, because in terms of like education and stuff, because I know a lot of people you know, don't have the opportunity to go to school, especially in like other countries, and being a female, you know, they don't always have the opportunity to get an education. And I'm just appreciative that I'm in a country where, you know, you can go to school, you can do what you want to do, you don't have to go to school, but I mean, it's there. And yeah, so I felt like, even though I was really upset, I was like, okay, if I have all these lectures, I'm just gonna have to deal with it and like figure everything out. I'm just setting my eyes with the NYX, what is this called? Set It, Don't Fret It finishing powder, yeah. But yeah, I'm super happy now, because now I don't have a disgusting timetable. So that was basically my week. And also I wanted to talk about Halloween. I know a lot of people are going to be doing Halloween tours soon. When is Halloween? I don't know. But I probably won't do it, just because I feel like I've never been into Halloween. Like, when I was younger, I didn't go trick-or-treating or anything like that. Like, it was just not a thing, and I wasn't really bothered about it. Like, it was just never spoken about. It was just another regular day. I'm just taking, obviously, the L'Oreal True Match powder to set the rest of my face. But yeah, it was just a regular day. Like, it wasn't nothing, like, it wasn't like a big deal. So I don't think I'm going to do Halloween videos, because I feel like I don't really know anything about like special effects makeup and fake blood and all that stuff. It's just, I don't know, but I probably won't do that. But I will, hopefully, now that I have my timetable, hopefully it's the correct one. Oh gosh. So hopefully I can just film other videos. But if you have any video requests, you can also feel free to just comment that down below. I'm just gonna do my eyeliner. This is just, I don't know what this is, just a regular, like I think this is like NYC liquid liner. So I've just done my eyeliner. Not the best I've done it. Oh, sorry. But I'm just going to curl my lashes, and then I'm going to use the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara, which I've been really loving lately. I've done that. I feel like my makeup doesn't really look good today. It was so difficult to talk and do your makeup at the same time. But anyway, back to university talk. I'm kind of nervous, like, because obviously we've just started now, like, back for like second year. So I'm kind of nervous because I feel like I don't know if it's like this for all countries or like all degrees or whatever, but first year basically like doesn't count. Like all you need is 40% to pass onto second year, which is like it's only 40%, so you only need 40% to pass. But obviously second year actually like counts towards your like final degree, so you really need to get the best possible I guess grades or whatever. And it is kind of nerve-wracking because it's like, oh my god, this is super scary. And so far the lectures have been okay. I just don't like exams. I really don't like exams. Oh, the blush I'm using, oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so this blush is the Illamasqua powder blush in the shade Thrust. But yeah, I don't like exams. I feel like they're unnecessary stress. I just prefer essays because that's kind of like my strong point, essays and things like that. And so far all the lectures I've had, they've said it's like either like essays or like lab reports or stuff like that. So I don't mind that. So hopefully that's really good. I'm just praying that like, I think this year we're doing like biological psychology and like cognitive, and I've got a feeling that they are exams. I really don't want to do that, but it is what it is. I've got no choice. But this is the Mirror Loumanizer, which I have been using. Oh my god, that was too much. Using quite a bit. I have kind of had a love-hate relationship with it, but yeah, like today's just not working for me. My whole makeup today is not even that great. I can't like talk and do this at the same time, but I'm trying my best. So I think that's pretty much it for the face. It's pretty natural. And then for lips, I'll just go for a nude lip. But where is the lipstick? So I'm just lining my lips with the NYX lip pencil in Cappuccino. And then the lipstick I'm using is the Milani Colour Statement lipstick in the shade Teddy Bear. So that is pretty much it for my makeup that I've been doing for the past 3 days, because I basically was supposed to start, what's the date today actually? Today is the 26th, and I'm hopefully going to upload it actually today. So yeah, this is what I've been basically doing to go to lectures and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did do quite a bit of talking, and I found it difficult to do like talk and do my makeup at the same time, but you know, it is what it is. But I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.